Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Aquatic Morning Show, where the Aquarists go to be in the know on your Aquatic Morning Show. It is Monday, January 9th, you guys. It's already almost the middle of the month, and New Year's was just here, and Christmas was just here. What in the heck are we going to do? Time's got to slow down. It's got to slow down. Tell it, you guys. Tell it. Tell it to slow down. All right, let's see who is here this morning. I'm sorry, I got to put my glasses on and there's a glare, but you know, it's just how it is, right? Bigfoot Fish Tanks, good morning. I was here yesterday. Well, I was too. I just wasn't live. Monster Fish Gal, Miss Lori, good morning. Good morning. Jenna P, good morning, Miss Lori. Miss Jenna. Sorry, I have so much going through my brain, you guys. So much. My Fish Tanks Aquatics. Good morning. Welcome. Rob A. Good morning. Crypt Keeper. How are you? Happy Monday. That's right. Happy Monday. Anyfin Goes. Good morning. The Nano Aquarium guy. The Nano Aquarium guy, y'all, he's good at leaving comments on videos when you post a video. Real good at that. Greg, good morning, Greg. Driving and lurking. Well, be careful. Be very careful. Kara C, hi, good morning. And Joseph Stanley. Good morning. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you get to lurk again. Red Laser, good morning. Yep, 4 eyes. Yep. Well, I'm sitting a little bit further back, so of course, I'm sorry. It's a little harder for me to see a little bit further back. That was Victoria texting me. Let me know she'll be here in a minute. Thank you, Victoria. I just can't text you back. But come on when you can. So let's see who else. We've got Jennifer Weaver and Scuba Steve Vlog. You guys, ever since I got him to come over and join the Fish Fam, he has been hardcore. So don't forget to go over there, and he has these, I don't know that they're 24-hour, but they're definitely many hours long. So when there's nothing going on, y'all can jump over there and definitely comment and have some conversation over there as well. Dennis Christensen, good morning. Hello to all out there. That's right. Triple J, hey, good to see you. Been a while. Let's see. So I have a question. I was offered a free 75 long, and I'm thinking the awesome river tank. Yeah, that's a great size for river tank because it's long. Isn't it long and thinner? I think it is. Whips World, good morning. I would take it just because I need a sump. I need to start getting a few sumps for the new fish room. But I want to get them deals, you know. Pick them up secondhand, right? Shane's Tanks and Bowls, good morning. Whips World, hi Whip. Bruiser CB, did I say good morning to you? I don't remember, but good morning. Shane's Tanks and Bowls. Again, I think I'm forgetting who all I've already said good morning to. Scotty Aquati, good morning. Yeah, it's 5 foot long. But yeah, it's what I thought. Yeah, that would be great for a river tank. Or a mud skipper tank. That's what I would do with it. I think that is what I would do with it. I'm just scrolling to see if anybody else has come in that I have not said good morning to. I don't think so. I think I've got everybody. Victoria's in chat also listening while she's trying to get her stuff together to join me. We will have, I also got a email from Alex, and he does have us some fisheries. I think he has fisheries for all of you guys for the month, for the week, but I don't know after today. I don't know when I will be able to stream again. I go back to work Wednesday, and today, again, after the stream, me and my sister are having to go back to Houston. We've got a few more tests that she needs to have run because of some things that have happened since we went down there last week. So we have to go down and get a few more tests done. But so I'm leaving again after the stream today to go to Houston. And then tomorrow I can't stream, of course, because we will be at the appointments. And then I will be driving back tomorrow evening. And then I have to go back to work Wednesday. So, and I do have jobs for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Now, next Monday is Martin Luther King Day. So I will be able to stream on that day. Victoria, why don't we try to set him up for that day? That would be the 6th. Would that be the 16th? I guess it would be the 16th. So we'll have TAMs on Monday. So today, and then maybe during the week, I'm not sure if I have any time that I'll be able to scoot in anywhere during the week, but definitely next Monday. And I need to get David on again with Aquatic Arts, because we got some cool things that we're going to be doing and giving away. But I want him here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get with him on again. That one have to be an afternoon stream, I think. Let's see. Joseph says, Jess, if you were closer, I would bring you all the tanks you could use and help build them into sumps. I have so many extra tanks. You have big extra tanks, Joseph? Like, I want I think 4. I think 4 is going to be what I'm going to go with. And I need them to, I think, at least be 55s or 75s each. Scotty the Fishery, good morning. I also have a different tank I thought about using as a river. It's size of a 55, but only 10 inches wide. What? That sounds cool. I think you need some mud skippers, Joseph. I really do. I think you need some mud skippers in that 75. Kelly Foreman, hi, lady. How are you? Oh, Kelly. So one of the lilies that you gave me for, for my pond, I don't think made it, but one of them did. And the funny thing is I have it planted in a pot, and I have it in 20 high here in the house, because, my pond is full of water, but it's all mud because I haven't had time to put the filler in it yet. So now I got to let it drain back down and then be able to put the filler in it. But it's doing good just here in the fish tank in a potted in a potted plant, plant container. I mean, it's not doing its best, but it is doing good. I was tickled me. I thought it would go dormant. Lots of 40 breeders. Okay. I kind of wanted something longer though. Because if I went with 40 breeders, I would have to go with 6 instead of 4. You know what I mean? Silver Creek Aquatics. Good morning, Miss Susan. Good morning. Miss Susan, what is the cutoff date that you needed for your for some news articles that you were asking for? You guys, my tank that I have that we watched the guppies be born in, well, all the baby guppies I turned out and I moved the mom. Well, I've also got the L333s, right? Plecos in this tank. And I've got the male, the large adult, and then I had the 2 juveniles. Well, the male he comes out, he's out and about. And I really love out about these. They're out and about. They're not like completely hide like a lot of the plecos do. And he came out of his little plant thing that he has taken as his own, and when he did, one of the juveniles went in, and when he figured out he was in there, he pushed him out. It was funny. Of course, they made a mess of the tank, but I love them being right here beside me. I mean, and I love to see him blink. You guys, have y'all seen him blink? It's like, I think it's so cool. I know, right? Emma Messenger, good morning. Would be cool, Jess, but don't know much about brackish. No, Joseph, Greg has some that are in full aquatic. I mean, full freshwater. His are in freshwater. I don't know what we would have to do to talk to him about that. But these yeah, you're amazed it's not huge. Well, it's in a 20-gallon high, and the lighting is probably not its best, but it does have a bunch of little lilies up there at the top. I haven't seen a flower yet. But now I could take and put it. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, I'll tell you in a minute. I'll tell you in a minute. Kelly, if you think you're typing on a phone is hard, you should try editing from one. Oh, that's no joke. I hate editing from my phone. And that's where you have to do your shorts from. And I hate it. Just why don't you just get the long, skinny troughs and make sumps? Probably easy. 1 gallon, 100 gallons each. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that might be a no. No, because I want to be able to put shrimp in it in the sumps, and I want to be able to see them. So now it'd be awesome if I could make them, like completely make them, but that would get expensive, I think. What is UGS, Greg? So no longer have a saltwater tank. It is completely broke down, and I have got fresh water running through it. I worked on that. Oh, like I felt like all day yesterday, and I didn't think it was going to take that long to break down and clean and then start running fresh water through it. But it did. And I've got to wait until payday, to be able to go get the, substrate for it. But at least I've got filter floss in there that's got good, bacteria on it. And, when I get back from Houston this go around, I'm going to drain it and then, fill it back up again just to make sure there's no, lingering salt water in there. I know if there is, there's not much because it hasn't killed the plant that I put in there. So, yeah, stay out of the water 90% of the time under gravel filter. Oh, Steven. So what he's saying is that the mud skippers stay out of the water most of the time. And he has an underground or under gravel filter going on them. Is the risk reward ratio actually worth it to do a sump versus individual filters for each tank? Crypt Keeper, so you're talking about like if something got sick, it would go all the way through that system. Okay, so the problem I've got and what I have to do, Crypt, is I've got to get away from having to clean so many tanks. And if I go, when I move things into the fish room, if I don't have them set up on a system to where I, like clean the sump and then just go through and clean the glass on everything else, I'm having to clean too many tanks. And I just can't, for what I want to keep doing, I have to cut down on my workload, because of me going back to work. And so I figured that if I would at least have them on 4 different sumps, that would be, I could shut, if it happened somewhere, I could at least shut that down. And I still had 3 other going. I will have sponge filters in all of them in case, and I will have shutoffs for all even individual tanks in case one gets sick and I notice it soon enough. And I can treat it. But I really need to cut down on my workload. So with my luck, I'd have the sump flooded. That actually makes sense. And wasn't thinking about time for maintenance. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm cutting down on the amount of tanks that I have, because of I don't have so much time. Now, over these last 3 weeks, I've had plenty of time to get everything caught up. But it took me 3 weeks. I didn't even get to start my axolotl build. But I did get it cleaned out. I did get all the water out of it. And I got the canister filter moved over to the axolotls and have it running again because I don't want it just sitting. Oh my gosh. For just the time that it was sitting, that water smelled bad. Oh my God, it smelled so bad. Big Shrimpin', aka Steve C. Well, good morning. Miss Susan, I'm sorry. Did you answer my question about underground filter means UGF? About your needing any more, or when the cutoff is for your needing any the cutoff for people sending you news articles or some things you can print in your newsletter. Jess, how is the bi-marbled, the bi-marbled female, and the babies, Bruiser, they're doing great. I think there's many more than 23 babies, because I think there were more in the back that I didn't get caught. I have them in the tank. They're all swimming around and everything. And then I put Mama back over in the tank with the males so she can be rebred. And I don't have to worry about her chasing the babies around. So everybody's doing good, and there are a bunch of babies. So I am working on that video. It's not the best of quality a video that I would prefer it to be, but it's still pretty, you can still see it. It's still pretty cool. So I am working on that, getting that video out of her having the babies and then dropping those eggs. That was just amazing. That was just cool as all get out. I almost want to do 2 separate videos, one of her dropping the eggs and then one of her having the live babies, or maybe do one with the babies and that, and then do one separate with just showing the eggs, her dropping the eggs. All right, Victoria, you have the link, right? I emailed it to you, right? Jess, set up the sumps so they can hold the water if power goes out. Yes. Oh my God. Yes, definitely. Well, I have a, on the one that you gave me, the sump you gave me, Joseph, it has, excuse me, it has, I put a backflow preventer on it, right? So, it can't. Now, it did mess up once, but it got locked. But I think that was just because of the salt water. So now it's got fresh water running through it, and I think it's going to be okay that way. But yeah. Next to Callie Fish Keeper. Good morning, welcome. Okay, January 30th. Okay, all right. Let me put that down. Right, January 30th. Okay, that way I keep asking. And Miss Lori can throw your email in there for me if she can do that. Wait, January 30th. Why don't I have it? Don't have a January 30th in my calendar book. This is weird. What did it do? Oh, it put it way over here. Interesting. Oh, I don't like that. I'm going to say the 29th, okay? Because my book just does that. Okay, last day. To send in news articles to Miss Susan. Or newsletter. Okay. Oh, and oh, I got another event to add, but I didn't pull it off of my phone. You don't trust backflows and check valves? Well, I mean, it worked the one time, but I mean, all the other times except for that one time. No, you're not going out right now. No, ma'am. I don't, let's see. I use them, but you don't depend on them. Select Pet. Good morning, everyone. I had to jump in here since I had today. Well, join me. Victoria's on her way up. Why don't you join me on panel, Select Pet? Hashtag check valve. Oh, that's right, Greg. I remember that. Hashtag check valve. That's great. I'm so glad you remembered that. That is so funny. I'm going to have to write that down because I'm going to make that something I've got coming up. No, Piper, no. No, go on. Quit. I'm going to make that something that we're going to do that's fun. All right. Hang on just a second, you guys. Let me let this dog out before she goes to the bathroom in the house. Oh, she's tearing up the floor. I got to put something on it. Oh. Okay. All right. Let's see. Fish and Floral. Good morning. Scruffy City Aquatics. Good morning. Bye, Miss Susan. You have a great day at work. I wish I could join panel. I have to drive on, run errands, birthday month stuff, doctor's appointments, license. I get it. I got to do it next month. Oh, I need to make me a note. I'm glad you said that. Oh my goodness. I've got to do that before my birthday next month. Get new license or get license. What do you call that? Get license renewed. There we go. That's a big one. Do I give up my commercial license or not, you guys? I don't use it. I don't use it. Everybody goes splash the like button. That's right. Victoria, where are you at? Benoski Fish Coda, welcome. Good morning. Too coolie for schoolie. Hello. CDL, is it really hard to get them back? Yeah. You have to do everything over again. The problem is you have to go and take a physical, and some of the medication I take, they want to only give it to me for 1 year, and I guess I could just do it again this year and just not do it next year. Heading to Europe for 2 weeks. Oh my goodness. Helping, fingers crossed, all my fish are alive when you get back. Yes, I hope they are too. I'm not giving up my A. I have an A2. I just don't use it. Jenna, Jess, if you haven't already upgraded your license, you should get the real ID when you go in to renew it. What does that mean, Jenna? What is the real ID mean? Is that where it's your passport also? Because I need to renew my passport also. Better to have it, not need it, than need it and not have it. I mean, I get that, but I just don't know what I would ever need it for. I'm never going to drive like a big truck. The real ID is going to soon be required to fly domestically. Oh. Is it like a lot of more money? Enhanced licenses allows travel to Canada and is a real ID compliant. But it doesn't replace the passport, right? So the plans I have for the saltwater tank that is no longer a saltwater tank are a pair or like 5 babies of the pigeon blood discus. However, if that doesn't happen, then I'm gonna do I think just some more angels or something like that. I want something something that I can breed and make money on, and also no, I believe enhanced license is only for Canada travel, maybe Mexico and some Caribbean areas, maybe, but I don't know. It's not a lot more money, but you need to have documentation to prove who you are, like birth certificate, social security card, proof of address. Miss Victoria, good morning. How are you, dear?
Good morning.
What are you doing?
I was warming up my cookie.
Oh, that's right, because you gotta you gotta have that.
Oh, hey, so you were asking what's something that you could breed and make money on?
Yeah. What? You?
Let's go, girl. Spawn me.
Let's see, Alishon, the real ID date now is May 25th or 2025. John, I got my real ID in July of 2021, and they still made it expire on my birthday of November 20th, but the renewal was the same process. So are they not like the other ones where you can renew them like every 3 or 5 years? Alishon, good morning. Hi, Aquatic. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Am I the only one that thought the cookie sounded dirty?
The cookie sounded what?
Like you were saying something dirty.
I'm only eating half a cookie today, so it's not going to get that dirty.
We were also talking about making money.
Oh, yeah, making money, cookies, making it rain. We're going to spawn me, guys, for those of you that just walked in. Jess is looking for a lucrative business to get into.
Oh, my goodness.
I missed you, girl.
I know. I missed you, too. Oh, my goodness. Mexico.
It's been a lot going on. We have to catch up.
I know. Jenna, you can renew them every 5 years, and because I had just gotten it in person, I was able to renew it online, and they just sent me a brand new license in the mail. Okay, cool. All right, good deal. The real ID doesn't take the place of passports because it's for domestic only. Passports will still be required. I don't know what it takes to get indoor.
I've never had a passport. I've always wanted one. I know it sounds crazy, but it's like bucket list. I've got a passport.
Right.
Coming soon. They're expensive though, right?
Yeah. Well, when we got ours, they were little over $100. But that was probably 12, 13 or 14 years ago. And mine expired. So I've got to go get a whole new one.
I don't think I'll be getting one. I mean, where am I going?
Well, we might be taking a cruise again this year, so we have to have them to do that. And see,
like that one cruise when you were decorating the tree.
Yeah. I can't spell
Morning,
it. Sucks. Fish Tank Barn, what's up? Good morning. So, you guys, I got my camera working. My camera.
Oh my God, yeah, your quality. It's amazing.
Well, okay, so this is my phone that I'm still on, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh.
Yesterday, I
She
had this
bamboozled me, guys.
I had this all set up and ready to roll. I had it streaming, like it was working. It was great, and the quality is amazing. It's better than my phone. However, apparently, I didn't charge the battery like I thought I was. So now I have it charging. See the red light. So maybe the next time get to stream, I'll get to use it as the streaming camera.
Do you have a backup battery?
No, I don't. I need to get one. It only came with one. Yeah, it didn't come but with one, and so
I know they really should add two. They don't last.
Yeah, and I need a case for it. It didn't come with a case either.
Me too.
When I get a case, when I get paid, getting a case. Oh, and for those that won that the hot dog maker and the other thing and anything else, all that stuff is getting shipped out when I get paid in the middle of the month. Okay, I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to get them out. I mean, it's just
they're gonna get there though.
But yes, they are coming. So probably by the end of the month you'll get your stuff. Alishon,
I'm shipping out some stuff today, and then I think I should finalize my stuff. I didn't do a lot though this year. That wasn't that bad.
Alishon, I had to go to the town clerk to get a notarized stamped copy of. Oh, really?
I hate doing all that ID stuff. I really do.
Birth certificate. So I will contact my birth hospital in New York to get a valid copy of my. Huh? How do you not have a birth? That's probably jumping into your business, and I'm sorry about that. But how do you not have
just 38 people? Wait, no, 45. Just 45 people.
Just 45 people.
47. That's all. It keeps going up and down, up and down.
Right.
So I've got a mess going on in here. That's why it took me quite some time to get on. I've been painting, I've been aquascaping, I'm, working, and then I'm creating at the same time for myself. So there's like a big mess, and I run downstairs, and I'm like, I'm hopping on, and then I look at the studio, which is not really a studio, right. and it's just like an explosion. So I try to shimmy some things out of the way, and here I am. But that's why it took me forever.
Hey, it's great.
Look, it looks crazy in here. It's not like it normally is.
I like the color you got going on. It's fresh.
Yeah, I need it. I also did the color intentionally because it's so stressful in here. I was like swapping through the colors. I was like, okay, this feels good. I swear, I'm very bad. Something as small as a candlelight will just set it.
That's okay. That's right. It will. It will. Real quick, you guys, I need to do the coffee cup sponsors while I go
coffee cup sponsor.
Yep. Even though it's still everybody, we need some new coffee cup sponsors, you guys.
I should do it. I keep saying I'm going to do it and I haven't done it. I just haven't. You know what? I'm going to do it as soon as I get my website up. I promise.
That's fine. That's perfectly
fine. Cross
your
fingers.
Okay. All right, you guys, here's the coffee cup sponsors. Hold on. I'm going to go warm my coffee up, bring my dogs in, and I will be right back.
All right, clock. Got to get up out of this bed. Got to brush these fangs and find something to wear.
Thank you to the people that are still. Can I explain the coffee cup sponsorship and how things work? I don't have any coffee cups made, but in the future I will get some merch. Okay, Crick Keeper. So what it is is
Coffee cup sponsor, people. Pay attention.
Yeah, right. To be a coffee, I really don't. I tell you what, email me. Okay, I'll say it like this: for a price, you get put in the video, and you get put in the intro. And if you have a coffee cup and you want to send it to me, then I will also drink from that. And normally it's set up to last for 4 weeks. However, it always goes longer, as you can see. So, yeah.
So I'm going to get my website up, and as soon as I get it up, I'm going to do that. And I laugh because I've been working on this forever and I haven't gotten anywhere, girl.
Well, those are on screen with me a lot.
Who?
Like you are, and like Papa Shrimp was, and Steven, and
Papa Shrimp is okay, right?
Yes, he's just working. You guys, yes.
Oh,
Papa
okay.
Shrimp is fine. He is just working. Yeah, just working.
Okay,
just like I'm gonna have to do on Wednesday, go back to work.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Oh, Victoria, next Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Could that work with?
Yeah. I sent him a message. I haven't looked at it because I'm using it for my camera. Because I'm literally going through the same thing. My camera doesn't have a case. I don't have a backup battery. What else? Oh yeah, I finally figured out how to plug it all in, and then when I plugged it in the stream, it's not charged. So we're literally twinning. So when I get off of here, I'm going to talk to Chris. He wanted to aim for Wednesday, but I know you were not doing Wednesdays. So yeah, Monday will totally work. I don't see why not. But he's got a fish store, which I think will be really cool for all of us to like check out.
Yes.
Hopefully he gives us a tour. I know he's watching. So hi, Chris.
Yes. Good morning. Hi, Chris. How are you? Yeah, that'd be great. Chris, if you are here, if you, Victoria, get him to send me you're going to do the thumbnail.
I'll have him send you a friend request or whatever as well too. So you can talk to him, whatever you need. So really quick, he's got these really cool animals in his store. Like one of my favorites is Pac-Man frogs. Like just to give you an example.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of curiosities. He's got very good taste.
Right. Let's see. Yeah. January.
So let's get him to like show us everything. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Oh heck yeah. Totally. Yeah, that's amazing. That would be so much fun.
He's got the glass catfish that I want to, which I can't afford to get for a few more months, but I don't know. He's just got all these weird animals. It's just like from one extreme to the other. Usually, you go to a pet store and you just kind of get like, not promotional. I'm going through what I want to see on Monday. Hopefully Chris gets his little tanks and everything ready and can give us a tour. First class
fish. Good morning.
First class fish.
I couldn't get it out.
So the first time I met Chris was this last Aqua Shell in Chicago. I've been to 3, and I don't know if he went to the other ones, but this is the first time I've ever seen him. And I'm like, I saw him with the Pac-Man frogs. I was running the raffle booth. So they had me running around looking for stuff to bring for the booth, for the raffling. We were running out of items. And then I saw Chris and I was like, hey, I was just wondering, do you want to, add any of your Pac-Man frogs to the raffle? And he did. He sent a Pac-Man frog over. And me and the girls were just going crazy the entire time until the Pac-Man got raffled off. But cool. It was cool.
Yeah.
That's how I met him.
What's the name of his store?
Chris's Pet Shop, I think it is. I know it's in Wisconsin, but it's Chris's Pet Store or Chris's Pet Stop. Chris Lambert on Facebook.
Okay.
Chris Lambert. And it's Chris's Pet Shop or Chris's Pet Store. Okay. I haven't physically gone, so it's not like seared in my head yet. But Jenna best believe that I will be.
She loves her glass catfish. They flash rainbow colors when they're excited. Really?
What?
That sounds
How many
cool.
should we keep together?
Come
here, Olive.
Are good for your cauldron.
What? Jeez. My
I can
God.
understand that one. Chris's pet shop is in Michigan near me.
There we go. Chris's pet shop. Have you been Fish Tank Barn? Fish Tank Barn? I just love the selection. I do. And I did something that I'm not going to talk about yet, but he's coming into town. I think he's doing like a little, I don't know if it's a swap tour. I don't know if that's what to go, but he's touring. So he left. Yeah, he left. He's not at his pet store. I don't know if somebody's running that or not, but he's in Quad City. This was in Quad City yesterday. And then on the 15th, he's going to be here in Chicago. So maybe I could even, I don't know, are you streaming on the 15th?
On the what?
On the 15th? Because he's going to be in town. We can also get him on.
Well, okay, so that's the 15th is a Sunday.
Oh.
But it's not like I haven't been known to do a special.
We should. That'd be so much fun. Do you know what? If you ended up doing a special, I know he was going to be doing the swap and it's going to be really big. Maybe I can go and we can stream. I can physically show everybody the swap or something.
That would be cool too. Could we do both?
Yeah, let's do it all. And then Chris will be there, you know, everything. Okay. Like, oh, that'd be so cute. Let's aim for that. I'll talk to Chris after the stream and we'll do it.
Special on a Sunday.
Oh, God, that'd be so cute. Do a little live outside. It worked that one time pretty well when I was in the car, right?
Yeah.
If that worked well, then we're going to be just fine in a building.
Yes.
I'm sure I can get their Wi-Fi somehow.
Right.
I'll talk to the staff. See if I can get like the Wi-Fi for the hotel. Assuming it's going to be in a hotel and not out in the open somewhere.
Right.
That'd be cool. They should do outdoor swaps.
You asked me you asked me for a picture one time. Did you get it? Did I ever send you what you needed?
No. Send me just a really good, picture. Okay. Use your back camera, not your selfie one, preferably. So set it on a timer, like 5-second timer, and then run and pose or whatever. But preferably outside during the day. That way you don't have to. And it's just, I can cut you out and I can place you anywhere.
Okay.
Sweet. I can put you on a skyscraper. I can put you in a plane, in a car. I mean, you're signing up for mayhem, Jess. I'm going to be photoshopping Jess into everything.
You can use Photoshop. I can't.
No. I call it that, but I can't use it for the life of me. It's complicated, girl.
I have to use, when I do it, it doesn't do it that great. It's Canva.
I love it. Love that.
I love it, but I don't. Sometimes it's really hard for it to pull the background out of things.
It does do that sometimes. I don't know why. But next time we're together, I'll play around with mine so I can show you some tricks since you use it too.
Yeah.
I love digging around and learning things on that thing. But don't bother with Photoshop. That's too much. Everybody's like, oh, I paid all of this for, this software. And I'm like, you don't really need all that.
Yeah, I can't. My brain can't comprehend everything.
You don't need it, girl. You're doing just fine.
And everything at the top doesn't explain what it actually does or how to do it without messing
There's so much.
Up. Yeah. I'm like, no, it doesn't help.
I have a lot of people that like email me and they're like, hey, can you, do a thumbnail or this, that? And then they'll ask me to do it, but then they'll tell me how to do it and what to use. And it's like, but I want you to use this. And then it's always, Photoshop or Adobe. And I'm like, you like my work? I was like, I can do it, but it's like, I can't. Like, just let me do it my way. Like, that's really hard. I was like, I'm sorry, I can't do it.
NJ Fishing Manic. Good morning. Is that like Ninja Fishing Manic?
I keep clipping his nails on the counter.
Stephen posted a short the other day on the glass cats showing their colors. Okay. Well,
so
let me go see.
How many should we keep in a tank, do they say?
Depends on what size the tank is, girl. What size the tank is.
I mean, are they schooling fish or is it like something that I can keep one in? Because I can keep it in any size tank, really.
Oh. I don't know.
So I'm trying to figure out, like, are we schooling them? Are we buying 10? Or are we keeping just one because we can keep one? That's what I mean, guys.
Right. I get it.
I keep looking around because, like, this is empty. Like, this is 30 gallons, 10, 20. We've got 24. I mean, it's just like
24 tanks now?
Yeah. Oh, no, there's way more. And there's a delivery coming in today. This backdrop, remember this, the way it is now, because it's about to change.
Okay.
Oh, it's about to change drastically. So this cube right here is going to be over here as well, but then it's going to be freshwater, saltwater, and then we're
You're
going to
gonna
have
do salt water. I wish I
yeah.
could have gave you my stuff because I just tore mine all down.
I know. I
All
was
the
cringing.
sand is
I was
out in
with
the
you.
yard because I can't
I was
use
literally on the stream when you talked about it. I hated it.
Dang, that was
But
so much
okay,
stuff.
tell me, like, get me off this ledge. What do you think?
Off of what?
What I'm doing, what I'm about to embark.
With the
It's
salt
like
water?
yeah.
Okay, so salt water.
Just be honest, really brutally
it has
honest.
to do the same thing as freshwater. It has to cycle also, but it takes like a year for it to completely cycle.
It really takes longer like that?
Yeah. And are you gonna have corals and stuff?
I would like to have a little reef.
You're gonna have a reef tank, which is even harder. Some people say, it's really easy. That was not my experience. My experience was
That's what I keep saying.
It was a headache.
Easy.
Every time I turned around, there was something else going wrong with it.
So when you say year, we're looking at not even stocking it with fish for a good year.
No, you can stock it with fish. You can put kind of like we do in freshwater. You can use guppies and mollies. Well, you can use you can use mollies and you can use damsels, and you can use clownfish. All of those are good fish that'll go through a cycle. So you can use fish while it's cycling. Like I said, I had some corals. Mine just kept going through crap. And my water and sand came straight from the ocean.
So when you were doing the top offs and all that stuff, were you making water at the house, or you were having to lug water from somewhere?
No, I have an RO unit. The problem with mine is I don't have a big RO unit that has multiple things. It only has the basics. It's just the regular RO buddy off of Amazon. And it works for my freshwater, no problem. But for my saltwater tank, it has too many phosphates in it, too much phosphorus. And therefore that's why I couldn't get rid of that red algae bloom. And every time I would top it off, it would go, it would bloom again every time. And then when I do a water change, it would flourish.
Now that red algae bloom is not the same as that velvety purple that people talk about. No,
not at all.
Well, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna get scared. I'm gonna do it because I've been talking about it for 2 years.
I'm not trying to talk you out of it. I just
want to know, the basics, and you just gave them to me. It's gonna take long to cycle. It's not like a freshwater.
Right. Yeah.
So that's not gonna be fun. I need someone to come over and teach me how to make the salt though, physically. I don't want to mess this up.
Joseph, he says, will the little RO work for the Caridina shrimp? Yes, you should do them. I do have some Caridina. Well, I have some crystal shrimp, and then I have some of the tiger, the tangerine tigers, which still aren't full Caridina, but they're kind of the in-betweens. I maybe will when I get the fish room, but I'm not going to add any more than what I have right now. Don't get damsels. Okay, yeah, they are evil, but the damsels are. Mine, I treated my damsels like you do cichlids. So if you have fish in a tank, or if you have damsels in a tank and you're going to add another fish, then I would take and I would pull and put the damsels in breeder things inside the tank so that they weren't beating up the other fish for a few days, maybe even a week. And then I would turn them loose again. And then it's like they had to establish dominance again. And it wasn't so bad. I had I had the damsels and 2 clownfish, and 2 or 3 corals and the anemone. So I don't think it's too much harder, but the problem is the expense is bigger when there's a problem.
I do the same thing, Jess, by the way, with the breeder box and everything, when I'm acclimating my bettas to like rasboras or emeralds or anything like that. It works really well.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're dropping in a very aggressive fish, this is for the beginners. What I normally do if I'm dropping the aggressive fish in is I put my aggressive fish in a breeder box and then I let them enjoy everybody in prison, if you will. And then after he's been a good boy and he realizes that nobody is a threat, then I let him go. And I'm like, all right, you're free. Your bond has been paid.
Right. With salt, of course, get the biggest tank you can, smaller. Yeah.
That's 30 gallons.
Mine was a 40.
And I do plan on keeping clownfish. I'm keeping it very basic, I know clownfish are the betta fish of saltwater.
Yeah. Yeah. I love mine. I hated to get rid of mine. Oh, I cried. I love them so much.
You know which ones I want?
Which ones?
They're like blood red. I don't know what they're called, but they're very deep.
Uh-huh.
Do you happen to know what those are by any chance? Oh, I know they're not traditional. They have the markings of a traditional, but they look it's almost like a scarlet rose. Definitely like a scarlet rose. 100% like a scarlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally identical color. But that's my favorite rose, by the way.
Aw.
Yeah, so I want to get some scarlet. Dude, they should. I bet you their names are Scarlet. Scarlet. Let me look them up. I'm going to type in Scarlet Nemo fish. Scarlet Nemo fish. Well, it definitely didn't come up. No, it did actually. It really did come up. But it also came up with like the regular ones too. If anybody knows what that clownfish, let me call it a clownfish instead of a Nemo fish. Scarlet Nemo fish. Nemo fish. Wait, I just said Nemo fish again. Clownfish. Oh my god. My brain's also dying on camera.
No, okay. I'm sorry. My sister's running a fever, so we may have to reschedule this trip.
This is really stressful, Joss.
Yeah.
I was listening while I was getting ready, and it just pit in my stomach. I mean, you guys are running out there doing all these tests and things like that. I mean, that's just not easy.
Did you get the email?
Yes, I did. I didn't read the whole thing.
Okay.
I'll read it after this.
I don't know if we're going now, Joseph. I don't know.
Okay, so I think it's called it's a maroon clownfish. I believe that's what it's called. I'm not 100% on that. Yeah, maroon clownfish. It's gorgeous.
I'm sorry, I'm texting.
No, go ahead. Do your thing. The maroon. Okay, so scales, tails, wings, and things. Live fish like maroon clownfish. So there's 2 versions of the maroon clownfish. One of them, I wish I could show you guys. I don't know how. It's got like all these patterns and things. It's gorgeous. CAR gold lighting. Maroon or a gold. And then my vision is terrible. So like yellow stripe. There's the golds. Well, there's a lot of different kinds of clownfish. Now I wonder if some are harder to keep than others. I know the aggression levels go up, but I don't know if it's like, oh, it's harder. I wonder if they're just meaner. All right, going back to the chat. Let's see if anybody knows anything about these.
Oh, Crypt Keeper gave
Hey,
a super chat.
I thought Gina and Steven just flooded their house. They were talking about something that
You're
happened like
talking
a
about the 100-year flood that we had in Louisiana.
Yeah.
That was
You went through that too?
insane. Okay, you see what's going on in
You're leaving?
California, right? All the flooding that happened here in 2016. It was insane.
Wow. I walked in on that and I was like, wow, dude, this is happening right now. And she's like, no, not right now.
Yeah. Here's the glass catfish short that is Steven's. I'm gonna show it real quick.
I saw that. I love it. Yes, I recognize the sound. Oh, they're so beautiful. To me, it's very elegant, very classy fish. So if you want to be big, bad, and bougie and classy and just serve, that look, I think this would be the fish to add to your aquascape. Isn't she classy?
They're different.
And then there's another one that's a glass
So
fish
it looks
too.
like they school together.
That's why I'm saying, like, are they a schooling fish? Because I know that loaches are fine by themselves, but they prefer to be in numbers. I've had one by itself and I've seen what it does in numbers. In numbers, they're just always flirting. So I'm like, are we punishing one glass catfish or are we getting 10 guys?
Yeah. It sounds like to me you need 10. Okay,
I feel like I'm going to end up getting 10. Poetic song. Thank you. That's very sweet. It's actually right here. And I'm leaning toward a tiger lotus. Yes, we're leaning toward a tiger lotus. I'm going to turn my camera on for a second.
I've got a bunch of tiger lotuses. I love them. That's
why I'm so inspired. But yeah, it's this one. And I don't know how big that is, but it is big. It's like 4 feet tall. But I'm probably going to turn it around sideways. But it's going to be a bouquet. It's going to be a bouquet. It's going to feature some driftwood. It's going to feature some stones. It's going to feature some tiger lotuses, like I said. Originally, it was going to be like a little, like a self-portrait, but not a self-portrait because it's not painting itself, tiger lotus. But yeah, it'll be something.
The zone has some glass cats. Really?
Who? Is he a pet store?
Yeah, our pet store does. Ooh. I can't get anything until payday. I
can't get anything until anything else is done, and nothing is done right now.
Oh, poetic song, Jess. Always glad to see you streaming when I can actually watch. Hope your day is great. Oh, thank you. They're very shy if kept alone. They definitely school together.
All right, cool. Yeah. So, well, not 10. 6. 6 is a pretty number.
All right, you guys, we are like 6 minutes past the half mark. So we're going to do the mid-morning break and we're going to listen to some I Am a Snail.
I am a snail.
Because it's such a good song.
It really is. Brian gets into it. Brian, sing your favorite song coming on.
Hiding in my shell, all I need is a guardian. Looking through the glass, my armor is scarred again. Facing all life's mysteries, I will survive and thrive. More than just a snail, I'll prevail. I'm not just for cleaning up your mess. I am a snail. I am a snail. I am a snail. I am a snail. curves all around. You won't see me backing down. Mysteries are in my shell, miss I wish to be dispelled. I am more than just a pet, I'm the snail you can't forget.
We're in need of a guardian with the key to the water that's got the golden parameters full of calcium carbonate. But to get to the heart of it, this is only a small part. Our lyrics were designed to help you nail it from the start. Don't treat us like janitors, poor nutrition won't manage us. All those amateurs thinking that these conditions won't damage us. Bringing up the heat so we breathe like carousels. It's an endless wave, another clutch of jade. She'll be parasailing to her grave. Purple or magenta, black or brown, we breathe true. But none of that matters if we're battered down and feeling blue. We die if we dry like chestnuts roasting on an open fire. So keep that lid on tight to save us from our own desire. Looking up at you as our guardian in that ivory tower, imparting your knowledge and giving it that unbridled power. You decide and guide if we'll survive and surely thrive, or am I just another snail trying to stay alive?
I am a snail. I am a snail. I am a snail. I am a snail. I am a
Snailed it.
All right, I think we're back. Connect to the device. Running camo. All right, my camera's working. I don't know where Jess is, but I'm gonna sit here and hang tight and wait for Jess to come back.
Okay,
yeah.
can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I was so startled. I felt like I was left naked out in the cold in a desert somewhere. I was like, oh no, where's Jess?
I thought that you could hear me, but the camera wasn't. I don't know. I don't know.
I was frightened, Jess. Now I know how you feel when you're up here alone.
I know. Yeah, exactly.
I was like, ah.
You just start rambling, and then it just it is what it is. But
It is what it is.
that was the members video that I played just a minute ago. After the
That was so clean.
And thank you to everybody that has a paid membership to the Aquatic Mormon Show. There are interesting perks. So if you have time and you're interested, go check that out under the join button. And look at you, got both the babies.
He's like begging to be up here. Anytime you see them, they made me do it.
They made you do it.
Yeah, they'll get over it in a second. They'll go leave.
They want to be in the picture too.
They're so weird. It's only when I stream that they do this.
Aw.
Yeah, if I'm not streaming, they don't want anything to do with me. Oh my God. Okay, so I was listening to the snail song and then I was reading some snail comments and I realized that I've never shared this, but I actually keep snail specific tanks.
Really?
I know, it's weird.
No, it's not
I
weird.
do.
Like mystery snail tanks?
Okay, so I don't know all the names. I know the ram horn snails. I know those for sure because to me, those are my earthworms when it comes to aquascaping. So I keep a ram horn snail specific tank, which one time I was on vacation and I had somebody babysitting my fish and they thought that it was in like this massive outbreak because I was gone for so long and they were like scared. So they threw the entire thing out. And I come home and I'm like, where's my ram horn snail tank? And then she's like, I threw it out. There was a snail infestation that came out of nowhere. And I'm like, no, that's what they do. They burrow and then they come out.
Yeah.
So that happened.
I don't think I have any ram's horns anymore. I got pond snails.
They're gorgeous and people don't like them. And I don't know why.
I used to have a bunch of them, but with my, just different fish, especially my killies, that they eat them. And so do my, what are those things called?
My purple spotted gudgeons do that. I can't keep a single snail in there.
They'll eat them. And so every now and then I'll see one, but I haven't.
And the pea puffer ones, right? They don't stand a chance in there.
Yeah, right. I had pea puffers once, and I was feeding them too.
Actually,
there's a ram. I'm looking at one, but I don't see but one.
I've got those, and then I've got another tank with the Gary snail. I call it the Gary snail. I don't know what it's called. It's really pretty and peachy pink, and then it's got like the Gary from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
So what snail is that? Anyone? Any takers? So I've got a tank with nothing but those, and then I've got the horn snails, which is my earthworms. Those Gary snails are just.
Aren't they in saltwater?
What? The Gary snail?
Yeah. Is it SpongeBob in saltwater?
He is, but those look like Gary snails, and they are not, and they're gorgeous. But those are the snails that I use in very delicate scapes that I want them grazing, something like a hair grass, and you can see them go up the hair grass and down, and they don't really mess anything. They're very gentle to the touch. I don't know what they're called, but they're actually in a tank that used to be here. I pointed here because I thought they were there. They're in the guest bedroom now, and then I have another tank with pond snails, which are my least favorite.
Yeah.
And then I have another tank. Go ahead.
Pond snails just don't ever go away.
Is that really the gig?
Scuds. They're kind of like the scuds. They don't ever go away. I don't even know. Like I have them in all my tanks, but
you make them sound so unattractive. I'm like all of a sudden I'm like, ugh. I don't collect. Yeah, it just popped up in one tank one day, and I was like, all right, we'll keep you.
Right.
They get
I know.
big.
I do
Yeah.
like them. I like them because they're the only ones that really have survived everything that I've had in this fish room.
They do.
Um,
They survive
my
everything.
my oh my gosh, and that's what I'm going to need to do. I just need to make a tank with just my gold mystery snails by themselves because all of the guppies, everything keeps picking on them lately, it seems.
The big ones?
Yeah.
I've
I don't
never
have-
kept the chunky one.
I've never had one a tank only.
Now,
for them.
are those messy? Do they mess with your stuff, your plants and stuff?
Yeah. Well, they don't eat the plants. They clean them. They don't eat them unless they're dying.
But they're heavy and they beat them up, right?
I don't know if they beat them up, but they are heavy. They are heavy.
I like to keep the tiny ones very, microscopic because I like just, to stare into the aquascape and then you see something even further. It's like you see the fish and then you stare a little harder and then you see the shrimp and you stare a little harder and then you start seeing these microscopic little shells. And that's what I'm into, the depth,
Yeah. I like the mystery snails. They're messy, but they're good for baby fish to have in their tanks. They're
Really?
really, really good for breeding.
Nice.
So yeah, that's why I keep them around.
So the Gary snail that I'm talking about, you said might have been salt because it sounds like I'm describing salt, but here's another clue. People use that specific snail because it creates a symbiotic relationship with shrimp. Ringing any bells, anyone? It's a specific. It might be. I don't know. But it's pink. It's peachy. It's gorgeous. Very clean cut. Swirly shell. I've got a bunch of them here. If anybody wants
Is it
some.
just a ram? Then it sounds just like a ram's horn. It's not a ram's horn.
No. Ram's horn is the other one. Ram's horn. You know what? Let me go grab some. I'm gonna put them in a cup, and then we can look at all of them individually.
Okay.
That's gonna be so cool. All right, I'll be back.
Sounds good.
Well, we need some tools. Okay. All right. First, we're going to be grabbing. All right, I'm gonna go get a bigger Gary snail. This one has Gary snails, and that's what I'm calling it. But I need a bigger one. We need a bigger Gary snail.
It's like Pets wants to see the Gary snail.
Oh! I almost died.
Uh-oh. I don't mind any of my snails.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't. You can separate rams for color pretty easily. I tried to do that with my blue-gray ones, and I don't know. I just didn't have very good luck.
After we're done, I'm gonna feed all of these to my depuffer.
Someone mentioned the other day about a variety that gets large, and I wonder if that's what some of mine are, which that's First Class Fish said. I think talking about the giant ram's horns.
I hate when the little snails start sucking on your fingers and crawling on them. I'm like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am, no, sir.
First Class Fish, what is the zone? My LFS, local fish store, is called Pet Zone, and me and Greg just call it the zone. We shorten it. I guess we're not that interesting today. People are dropping out. It's okay. I can't do much more than what I'm doing today. The MTS comes out at night like freaks. When she said snails coming out of the substrate, I immediately thought MTS. Keith Henshaw, good morning. Barbara Jackson, good morning. Silver Creek Aquatics, good morning. Oh, it may be, maybe, they may be, oh, what y'all call them? Not ram's horns, but trumpet snails. First class pond snails usually refers to any number of varieties, so that one is trickier. Yeah, they're just pond snails. They're kind of round. Mine don't ever get too big.
All right, I've got all of them but one. The ram's horns, which I suspected would be buried. They are.
Are you sure they're not trumpet snails?
I don't think so, but we'll find out in a second. Let me see if there's one in here by any chance that might be popping out anywhere.
My mystery snails eat my duckweed. First class fish. That's why. Well, that's one reason. Yep.
Oh my God, they're all hiding. How is that? That's impossible. I have thousands.
They don't eat plants unless the plants are dying. I will select pet when she gets them all. I'll big screen her. Racer snails or one of the other nerite snails, maybe Jennifer Weaver. I've never had them, but I've had apple and mysteries are the same or related. They are. It's kind of, I think, how do they say it? A apple snail is not a mystery snail, but a mystery snail is an apple snail. I don't know. Something like that. Something like that. I guess we are talking about snails, Annette. I played the song and then that's where the conversation went. Mystery snails are spike-topped apple snails. The most common invasive apple snails are island and channel apple snails. There are around 100 different types of apple snails. I've not seen them bury. I've never seen a mystery snail bury either. But I think I think they will.
Now you guys are out of luck.
Uh-oh.
So it's cold, it's winter, and it's morning too. I normally see them at the end of the day in the house. The temperature goes up to about 73. At night, it's at 65. And I've never noticed this, but I went through over 30 tanks and not one horn snail. So,
Wow.
But I got the other ones.
Okay. Let's see.
Hold on. Let me look at this tank one more time. I just hate that we don't have the third one. I hate it. Give me a few seconds, guys.
Sure. Most snails will dig in the substrate if there's leftover food or the water temperature is too cold.
It's definitely too cold.
I've
Well,
never
here's the
seen
thing.
a
There's a
ram's
bunch
horn
of them.
bury themselves. Huh.
There's a bunch of them in here, but they're babies, and you guys aren't gonna be able to see them. The babies are out. The mamas and the daddies are not. And I've got some big boys.
Trumpet snails bury in the day and come out at night. Yes.
These come out and during the day, and then they hide at night.
Yeah,
Let me go
Okay.
look at the one in the kitchen.
that's different. They're backwards. The other ones are gonna go off your little disc plate thing before you get back.
Oh God. I heard you from over there. No! I'm taking them with me.
They're racing to the edge.
They really are. They were at one of them was.
Okay. Yeah, she made the gesture about the link, Victoria. Are they canical in shape? If so, trumpet. But now you said out in day, so now we shall never know.
I found one.
She found one. Good.
It's not a big boy, but they're all like unintentionally symmetrical, which is great. It's great for business. All
There
right,
you
let me
go.
figure out a way to put these on camera. So we've got a pond, and I'm gonna turn this one on its side so you guys can get a really good view. Okay, so let's grab a piece of paper and lay you guys on top of this. And then we're going down.
There you go.
And we're going down.
Come on
Okay,
up.
are we?
Come on closer. Okay, go down or to the camera, sort of. Okay, you have a ram's horns, a trumpet, and a pond. So the long one is a trumpet, and the little one there is a little one in the middle is a ram's horn, and the other one's a pond snail. So which one stays out during the day? The pond snail and the ram's
Okay,
horn.
so the long one that's like a little shank, that
Yeah.
one hides at night and then during
Yeah.
the day comes out. That
Yeah.
takes about 2 hours and they're starting to pop up now.
Wait, it
So
should be
lights
back.
come on at 9. Huh?
The long one right there should come out at night and stay out at day normally.
No,
They
that
come
really
out at
fast one that's leaving the edge right now, leaving the compound, that's a
Yeah.
pond snail.
Yeah.
I
And the
cannot
other
stand
one-
them.
And the other one's a ram's horn.
The only reason I don't like the pond snails is because they're just like everywhere. It's like, where did you come from? Who brought you? The other ones I
Right.
contain in tanks.
Yeah.
But aren't
Well,
they pretty?
Trumpet snails will take over a tank too. They'll definitely take over a tank because they have live babies.
Yeah, look at the Gary snail. He's in his shell. When he comes out, he's super peachy.
Yeah.
And then the horn, it's like swirly, and then that
Yeah.
one's got a bunch of horns on its head. So it's got like a
Yeah.
crown, if you will. Really creepy looking. And then the pond snail, you see the 2 little tentacles. The Gary snail looks just like that one.
What do you call the pointy one?
That's
like
a horn, a horn snail, trumpet horn. Yeah.
Trumpet snail.
I just call it my earthworms. Those are my earthworms. Like if you're doing an aquascape, yeah, it really does help because you want to loosen up that soil. You want to get everything, the layers, mixed up under there constantly. And they do a really good job of mixing up the nutrients and opening up, like oxygenating the soil, if you will, which is not what's happening underwater, but
The foot is
Oh, look,
completely
it's coming out. It's starting to come out.
Yep.
All right, it's coming out, guys.
It's coming out.
I'm coming out. There it is.
the pond snail and the ram's horns are easy to control, but the MTS are ridiculous. The trumpet
Look at all the
snails.
little horns. Oh, it's coming. I'm so happy this is actually happening.
I've always heard there are just a ton of pond snails, including bladder snails, but I never researched them.
All right, I'm going to put this on the table so I'm not shaking it, and then I'm going to put the camera over it over here instead.
I don't know the difference between the pond snails. I call them pond snails, but I know there's all kind of different ones.
All right, I got an idea. Because they're starting to come out and move around. So let's plop you guys on this filter right here. There, so I'm not shaking it everywhere.
Lay down. Lay down. Piper. Come on, lay down.
Piper said, Mom, I'm getting off the shits today.
Yeah, she was chewing on the floor. So I'm trying.
She's like, want to see me do something I never do, Mom? Watch this. The floor. Yeah. Bye-bye.
That she's been doing that, and I'm trying to keep her from it, but
I'm trying to get this as close to the camera as I can.
Okay.
Very close.
There you go. Almost.
Are we there?
Not yet. It's kind of at the top. It needs to go closer.
So I've literally got you guys on a Ceche pump and then an Owaze pump and then a list of wholesale fish. Literally the weirdest setup ever.
Hey, whatever works. There you go. That looks better. I had bladders. They don't seem to eat plants, just dead material. Right. Some are speckled and some are pretty, some are not as much. I'll keep an eye out for those. Thanks. I learned a lot. First class fish. Great. I'm glad you did, Jess. I sent you the difference in Facebook Messenger. I don't even have Facebook open. Let's see.
Let's give them some water.
Leaning Tower of Snelza.
Hey, dude, we should do a race.
Mach 389, good morning.
Okay, it looks like somebody pooped right here. We're going to get rid of that real quick.
It ain't no biggie.
Wow, it's hard.
I think it is just substrate.
So Gary's not coming out. Gary's like pissed.
Add a little bit more water in the dish.
I'm trying to get you guys like focused. Is that more centered?
Go the other way.
Oh, the other way. That way.
There you go. There you go.
So yeah, we've got the pond snail right here, which moves a mile a minute. If we did a race, I would bet on this horse.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if I want nothing done around the house, I'm hiring this one as a maid. And then this guy right here, I mean, he's just a chill guy to hang out with. I would go to concerts with this one. You know, he moves the right pace. Not too fast, not too slow.
Yeah. The pond snail's like, peace, I'm out of here. I'm not staying to get in trouble. Gone.
I don't know if they like each other.
I don't know.
Let's watch it pop out again. But yeah, I keep snail specifics, and then this one right here, I haven't had the colony that I had ever since that incident of these.
Yeah.
But that colony, man, just when I tell you, I had one that was like half a finger. Ooh, it was gorgeous.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was scary to look at. And I've given a lot away. I always like to put them in all my scapes.
Yeah.
So it looks to me like the pond snail's very like nonchalant, very like chill. It's not going to murder anything because it just went by Gary and didn't even look at Gary. Oh, Gary's coming out. Gary's coming out. You see him?
Yeah.
All right. Looks like we're going to see Gary. I got to stop poking at him, though. So I don't know how big these max out at, but I've seen them, you know, they get the horn one looks really big. It's the biggest one. The pond snails don't ever get it bigger than this for me. So I'm happy about that, but and people, don't be like against snails. They literally control their population based on how much you feed. You overfeed, you get more. You feed less, you get less. I literally, if I have a puffer that's really hungry and want to spoil them that week, I throw in a nice heavy feeding into my shrimp tanks, and then boom, it's like I have snails for days within like 2 to 3 days. So snails are awesome. You just got to work with them.
Yeah.
Literally, I haven't had not one client, Jess, that I haven't done an aquascape for. And they're like, hey, can you just make sure no snails on my plants, no this or that, or infestations? Or they're like, how do I prevent it from happening? And I'm like, you know, you should just let it be. It's nature. It's an ecosystem. If you feed too much, you see too many. If you see too many, feed a little bit less. That's it. Voila. Bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Oh, God,
Right.
that pond snail is just going. But she's not leaving the tray. I want Gary to come out. He's coming out. He's coming out. There it is, guys. Oh, he's coming out. It's moving slow, but he's really actually coming out this time. Do you see him?
Yeah. Miss Lori, I don't see where you sent me anything.
Welcome back, Gary. Oh God, the pond snail's leaving the nest. The pond snail is leaving the nest. Oh no, we have a flight risk. Get back in there.
I think I seen Jay Oliver. I think I seen you earlier in here. I meant to say good morning. I'm so sorry. I was not paying.
Good morning, Jay Oliver. You and all your guppy goodness. He's like the guppy king to me.
Yeah. Hopefully one day I'll be the guppy queen.
Oh my God, you very much well are and should be. I don't see why not.
Oh, I
Look,
get there.
Gary, I told you don't bet on that horse. Look at it. It's still like barely out. Okay, let me not touch it because it's actually coming out. Oh, we got a bonding experience on the left. Either my left or your right. I don't know what's going on here anymore. Okay, so pond snail and then Hornsworth, or wait, horn what? Horn snail?
Yeah, trumpet snail,
Trumpet
ram's horn,
snail.
and
This is a trumpet, right, in the middle?
yeah, the long one.
Trumpet, pond, horn. Oh, my least favorite to keep are the ones they're my favorite, but they're my least favorite to keep, which makes no sense. It's the one with the tribal all over it.
Uh-huh.
I hate those. They leave like these little white eggs everywhere, all over your scape. And I don't like it because of that reason. I know, shady. I'm all like, support ecosystems, every life matters. But then I don't like that guy. But that guy's like, it's like literally having a snail with a spray paint bottle and it's just graffitiing your entire aquascape. And I'm just like, not for it.
Right.
A narrow. No, the one she pointed at isn't trumpet. I was pointing at a lot of things.
Okay.
Who knows anymore?
The one that's at the top, or the one that's on the edge, is the pond snail. The one that's in the middle is the trumpet, and the other one is the ram's horn. The one that's going over the edge. You're fixing to lose him.
Dude, the pond snail is on another level.
Yep.
Like, he's not having it. He's like,
Nope.
listen, he literally went around 3 times and was like, all right, I see what you're doing here. This is literally a lap. I'm out.
Right.
So this is literally the smartest snail in the bunch, I swear.
Gary is the ram's horn. Yeah.
Smartest and fastest, slowest and coolest looking.
If you're
And
looking
then
for really, really cool patterns, for a small snail like the trumpet snail or the ram's horn, you can get the nerite snails. The problem is the nerites can't breed in fresh water, so they won't get out of control. Just read this to Victoria. Bladder snail, not pond snail. The pink one is ram's horn snail. The long pointy one is the MTS. What are y'all saying? What is MTS?
I don't know, but it sounds cool, Jess. I want some.
I mean,
I want some MTS.
MTS, the trumpet
I am
snail.
so triggered right now.
Trumpet. Is that what y'all are calling the trumpet snails? Is the MTS?
I don't know, girl, but I see a hair and I am bothered.
Oh, Malaysian trumpet snail. That's where it comes from. Yeah, MTS. The trumpet snail is the long one. The bladder snail is the other one. And then the ram's horn in the middle.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but Gary has flipped himself over and he is currently westbound.
Yep. That's right.
Going 50 on I-95.
KJE, good morning.
You know what? I'm going to throw like a little algae wafer or something in there for them to munch on, because why not?
Right?
Guys, love snails. This is like Snail Awareness Day, okay?
There you go.
I do. I really love my snails. I just don't like the big ones. The big ones that like ruin and mark your scape. I'm going to just read this to Victoria. Oh, you just read that. Okay. Malaysian striped trumpet. Okay, guys, I know this is going to be way too much food, but when in Rome, they're only going to be, right, they're only going to be here for like till the end of the stream anyways. Oh, I love how there's like perfectly 3.
Do what the Romans do.
Which way do I go?
Where did he send it? Right there.
That's the wrong way. I love to cycle my tanks with these, by the way. I don't normally use fish. I just use snails. Snails, dirty filter floss, like from every tank. I literally grab them all, put them in a Ziploc bag, and then like wrench them into my new scape. And then I also add snails. And then what else do I do?
I had a ram's that was the size of a quarter. I named him Luffy.
Aww.
Snails are not bad. So you folks who think they are wrong. Well, everybody, you know, to each their own.
Exactly. To each their own.
I do like ram's horns.
I just think that there's something special about someone that can appreciate something so small. And not everybody can do that. Some people, you know, appreciate things that are on a louder scale. And I think that people that are like that are awesome too, but they're just not as detail oriented. And I love a detail oriented human being.
Or maybe they just don't know and need to be educated.
I've tried, Josh. Some of them are like, sorry, that's the size of a gnat. Can't see her, won't. I'm like, dude, it's alive. It's part of it. It's where life starts.
Miss Annette said that, Victoria, I sent you an Instagram message showing you the difference of pond snails and bladder snails.
Sorry, not interested. I'm not opening it. No, I'm just kidding. I really do appreciate that. I'm definitely screenshotting that, and I'm using it for
Annette,
later video.
I found it, Annette. Okay, I'll show it. Hang on.
Annette.
Okay, there we go. So that's a pond snail, and that's a bladder snail. The pond snails are prettier.
The pond snails have like a spackling inside the shell, and it's very, some of them are more iridescent than others. I've spotted green hues, purples, turquoise.
They're not dark colored.
No, you really, yeah, you look at them, they're gorgeous. They're a kaleidoscope of colors.
Right.
And then the other one, the pond, what is that? The white one? What is that, Jess?
The pond snail or the
Oh, they're not both ponds.
No. They're
Oh yeah, I don't have any of those.
the pond snails are lighter colored with kind of stripes, and the bladder snails are the dark with kind of speckles underneath the shell. It seems like.
I'm going to go ahead and highlight something that needs to be highlighted. Everyone calls the bladder snail a pond snail, and it's not just me, not just Jess.
Right. No.
Jason from Primetime Aquatics as well.
Right.
I mean,
everybody
numerous. So why
Yes.
is that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was with you on that. It's just weird. So I guess none of us have pond snails. I've never even seen one. It's like marble. I love it.
Right? It's pretty. I'd rather have those than the bladder.
To be honest. Yes. Hey, so if anybody's going to an event that I'm going to be at and you happen to have those, please bring them along. Like, I would definitely buy some.
I might.
Stop it, Jess. She's like casually, I might.
I have to go through my tanks and look.
She does. Oh my gosh, she would. If you do, that'd be sick. Seriously.
I will.
Oh, Jess, I need, just so I don't forget, but if you're watching, Skipper, I need your address, sir, because I need to, if you could send that to Jess, I'm going to be popping up at your doorstep. No, I'm just kidding. I need to send the glass cleaner.
I do have it somewhere.
And then Dee
the ones in my pond. Don't know.
I have to send you a glass cleaner, Dee Dee, and Skipper. So I have your address. I just don't have Dee Dee's or Skipper's.
They all call them that because they haven't met Annette yet.
They haven't met Annette. Who's Annette, and what does Annette do? Is Annette she's a snail authority?
Yeah.
Oh, is she really? Mystery Snail Guardians. Why did I think Annette was a guy? Mystery Snail Guardian.
We have a fishery to do.
And some pond snails to put back. Not.
All right, you guys. This is Alex from The Secret History of Living in Your Aquarium with Fishery today. Are y'all telling me y'all can't hear this? I'm so sorry. Shoot. I'm sorry. Hang on.
That's all right, Jess. It's a
So
silent movie, dude. It's a thing. Somebody said that he ran out of Dr. Pepper, and that's why we can't hear his voice.
No, it's just my brain today. Give me a minute.
Don't worry about it. It's cool. Look, I finished my pea puffer.
Painting?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. That is so
I know,
cute.
right? I have
That
to
is so
glaze
cute.
them, but I've never
Yeah.
glazed before, so I've always painted, but I've never glazed anything. So I'm scared. Oh, guys, excuse me. Sorry.
Okay, 'cause I gotta email it to.
Hi, George.
Dadgummit.
Oh, it's down into me. Whew. So yeah, I'm gonna be glazing that portrait today, and all you do is like pour the media. It's like clear. It looks like what can I compare it to? Sugar. That sugar that you use for baking, and it's really thick, cornstarch or whatever. I don't. Yeah, it looks like cornstarch. That's what it looks like. But you're gonna drop the cornstarch all over the painting, and then you grab the spongy stuff that you use to paint corners with, and you just lightly spread it like butter. And it just gives me anxiety because it's like oil, it's acrylic, it's spray paint, it's glitter, I'm talking everything you can think of is incorporated on that surface. So will it bleed? We don't know. So I'm terrified. I was supposed to varnish it. That's what it's called, varnishing. I was supposed to varnish it 2 days ago.
Why don't you just buy the spray varnish?
There's a spray varnish?
Yeah, there's a spray varnish, which is so easy.
Are you sure you're not an artist secretly and you've got a gallery over there?
But I do a lot of crafts. So,
how do you know about this? But I don't.
Yes, there's a spray varnish, and then there's a varnish that you can paint on. Yeah. All right, you guys. I think I have fishery now that has volume with it. Hold on. Here we go.
He did not run out of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, right. Okay, here we go.
Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Alexander Williamson, and this is Fishery on the Secret History channel. It's going to be an all audio episode as per usual, so there'll be 4 episodes under 10 minutes ish. And this week is going to be a really interesting week to start off the year 2023. We are on episode 173. And this will run us through 173, 174, 175, and end at 176. So thank you so much to you guys who support this, to the Aquatic Morning Show, if you guys are watching there, or to my members who get to watch all of this early, and they can listen to it all at once, as well as have all the sources and fun links if I have interesting photo links or video links for people to check out elsewhere. It's only $1.99. You get 16 to 20 extra episodes a month, and you're really helping out my channel. And I tried to make it as cheap as possible, so hopefully, a lot of people can support if they like the channel that way. And with enough folks, it'll add up. All right, guys. So for episode number 173, we're going to talk about a new world record in biodiversity, and that is a new world record on the species listed in the Bolivian protected rainforest area known as the Madidi Protected Area. So they just finished a whole new survey with 35 new species to be added to science alone in freshwater fish, as well as tons of plants and reptiles, amphibians. I don't think any new mammals, but this place is a hot spot, and they still haven't gotten into the deep, dark valleys that are in the lowlands of the area. This is a survey of 13 sites where they spent a couple nights at each site with some scientists, or a couple days on the river with a group of people seining nets and with seine nets and electro shocking the water, as well as now they are combining that with DNA testing, because they're seeing a lot of little fish that they're like, is this a new fish? We don't know. And when they check its DNA, they see that it's completely different. And so they're kind of running into this oh boy moment where they're realizing there are a lot more fish species than they thought in this area. But this is happening every time they do one of these big scientific explorations of an area where you're trying to see how many species are there. So from the invasive Arapaima, the Arapaima gigas or gigas, the mouth-breathing giant that weighs more than 200 kilograms, 350 pounds, and is 9 feet long, 3 meters long, to the seasonally abundant killifish, from the Rivulidae, man, I butchered that, Rivulidae family, that are found in pools all over natural savannas and drier areas near rivers once the weather warms up. And they're only 1.5 centimeters or less than half an inch long, fully grown. There is a wide range of fish here. They also found the golden dorado, as well as a bunch of migratory catfish, including the Goliath catfish, which was really unexpected. And they also found the teeny cheepy pencil catfish. And the whole thing altogether is pretty cool that they found some local endemic species. Like I was saying, it seems like at least 30 of the 35 probably only live in this one area, or they found the one creek or one lake where they live and have evolved. And because this site is covering an area that goes up to some of the Andean lakes at 4,300 meters in height, that's up very high. So we're talking, what, 4,000? So that would be somewhere around 12,000 feet high, like almost the top of Mount Rainier, if you know Seattle. It's pretty amazing. And they found even little stagnant ponds with killifish on the way up to there. So pretty interesting. They also found electric knife fish, swamp eels, and in the fast flowing streams down the way, they found the headwaters of the Amazon. I mean, they didn't find the headwaters. Those were known, but they found lots of cool fish there, including the naked catfish, aka the Astroblepus, and they also found a couple new species right there at the transition of where the cool water enters the tropical jungle. And pretty exciting, they found new genus members of the Notus, the Caracidium, and also of the Ernstichthythis, which apparently is a genus for the first time being reported in Bolivia. And then they also found a new Astroblepus, a 3-barbled catfish, and a really, really pretty pike cichlid that wasn't known about, as well as a new bumblebee catfish amongst 30 other species that were unknown. So that's pretty cool. And this is now believed to be the most biologically diverse protected site in the world. And it goes to almost 6,000 meters. So we're talking 18,000 feet all the way up the Andes, and then it goes down to the Amazon. And it's a big preserve, but it's only 1.3% of the land in Bolivia that this takes up. Yet 40% of the species known to exist in Bolivia exist on this 1.5-ish, we'll just call it 1.5% piece of land. So it's really interesting, and this is just, the start of it, but they really want to bring to the attention of the Bolivian people what a treasure they have, that they found some total of 333 species in 43 different families and 13 orders. And the number doubles what was previously known about the fish living there. That's just fish. That's just the fish living there. So also they were doing surveys of other things with other teams, and that information will come out soon. But just to break it down a little further, they found 139 species of cariforms, followed by 41, which was 41%. And then they found Sulariforms, 137 species, and then which is 42.1%. And then they found Cycliforms, 19 species at 5.7%, which was 88% of the species, and the rest, the other 11.4%, was distributed in 10 more orders. And with the highest number of families belonging to the characins or the charicids with 73 species. And the second most common family was the Loricariidae with 36 species. That's 10%. And then also cichlids rounded it out at 19 species, mostly apistos, and then some larger ones in the open waters of the Amazon. But really cool study and lots of cool stuff being found. You can't protect what you don't know exists. And this is kind of a nice note because this area isn't one that's under a lot of threat of logging and things like that compared to other areas in the Amazon. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little talk about this incredible 18,950 square kilometer. That's 7,300 square mile area. And again, it was called the Madidi Wilderness Preserve on the Madeira River Basin, and it conserves 25% of the known species within the Madeira River that runs all the way down into the Amazon through other countries also. So that's pretty cool. And I hope I will talk to you guys later this week. Have a good one. See you the next time. Back to you, Jess.
All right, we were able to hear that one. I'm sorry.
That was incredible.
Yes.
Like,
Alex,
sign me up, vacation spot. I want to go.
Right?
Just because of that. Like, it's beautiful. Well, actually, no, let's not all go because then we'll ruin it. But yeah, it's amazing. I think he said, I don't know, can somebody like help me out? But over 30 new species all around.
Uh-huh.
That is incredible. That makes me so happy.
Achilles, new bumblebee catfish.
I hate that Achilles are seasonal. Why do they have to be seasonal?
Well, not all of them are. Some of them are.
Really?
Uh-huh. Mine are ones I have lived more than a year.
I had those yellow ones with the red speckles, and I loved them. And then I found out they were seasonal after they died. I was like so traumatized. And then Jason's like, "You do know they're seasonal fish, right? You outlived them." And I was like, "Oh, really?"
Well, you do outlive them, but still, they're not all seasonal. There's like the ones I have lived more than a year. They may not breed but for 1 year, but they do live for more than a year.
Are they easy to breed? Maybe you can keep a colony going.
Some of them, yes. Definitely the gardener eye, and these ones, L3 of the ones that I have are easy. So, Whip, thank you very much. Thank you. You're such a sweetheart too. Thank you very much. There you go. All right. Okay. So, KJE, you guys, is going, I guess, in about 20 minutes, 15 minutes after this show. So, you guys go over there, show him the Fish Fam love. And he's got lots of stuff to show you. Very smart person. But this is the end of the Aquatic Morning Show for today. I may or may not be here tomorrow. Now, I don't know. Just wait and see. Look for the notification. Other than that, Victoria, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you guys for coming and being part of chat and for the super stickers. I greatly appreciate you guys. So we will see you guys maybe tomorrow. Bye. If I can find the outro. There we go.